What's up, everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Witcher. And last time we, fought the entire town here, and we learned about something going on in the crypt, but we don't have a key with which to do that right now.
I've no work for you.
Damn. Humans and non-humans both pay the double poll tax.
So I think instead we will make our way to shove people out of our way. And we will head over to the primary quest on the assumption that, we ought to be able to do that, right? And, And the dogs have been not so kind to us as of late, so I think that we'll probably be able to successfully complete this part, and maybe we get the key after having completed some of this stuff, or maybe we just need to go back to town and talk to some other people later. Alright, doggo. Where are we going? Show me the way. Your doghouse? Oh, and away you go. I might have missed my opportunity to actually talk to you. Or your scarecrow. Oh! Hello, Otto.
From the blood and dents, this armor's a warrior's. But this fatso's more familiar with tankard than sword.
Okay. Again, I don't know. Okay, our inventory is full. If people can kind of catch us in the act of more or less stealing from them. And now that we've read some of these books, can we just trash them or sell them? The Frightener one, I believe we've already read. Magic one we read last time. Monstrum Portrayal of the Witchers we read a while ago. So, I'm assuming those have no value to us at this point, so is it okay if we just dump them in some way? Also, I'd like to steal from your cabinet. Apparently that's on the other side. Door's covered. But it doesn't appear to be letting me, so we'll talk to you.
Who goes there?
I'm a witcher, a monster slayer.
Why enter my home armed? I have nothing worth stealing.
Calm down. I've no desire to hurt you. I just need to
But I
ask you a
did
few
steal
questions.
some of your stuff.
I don't talk to strangers.
I'm Geralt. Now you know my name.
Have a drink with me, Master Geralt. I detest spies, and we all know spies don't drink.
Let's drink.
Of course not. Okay.
Forgot the most important. Seen the Reverend?
No, but I'm looking for him.
The Reverend.
Begone, straggler.
Oh. Okay, apparently that was the wrong answer. There we go. You have some chicken. We don't already have some that we can just throw that on top of in another stack. I'm assuming it's probably better than bread, but maybe not. I don't know. Swapping this for this. So I'm assuming that is probably worthwhile. Definitely take that. Strong alcohol. Oh, okay. That's helpful too. Don't mind if I do. Just a noble witcher here. Helping the people. Can I say? It's tough, but somebody's got to do it. Okay, now where is the quote-unquote correct direction? Supposedly would be over here where this red indicator is? Over there? Let's double check. Oh. Yes. Although we need to actually go down this way, it would seem. Could potentially explore over here, too. But, don't know what we might find there. I think, again, we stick to the main quest here, for at least the time being. And if we do have the chance afterward to explore a little bit more, then great. But I think primary job, what we will focus on. Steve. Down this way. I think we may have already raided this area. talked to the Royal Huntsman. I remember that. He was the one who told us about the stuff at the crypt, although as soon as we saw it, we suspected that there would probably be something there of note. Can't use it just yet. We can't open the door. Maybe we'll even find a key somewhere in one of these buildings, but...
Waity! I'm not playing that.
Maybe we'll find a key in here somewhere. Or maybe we'll find a half-eaten corpse. Is this the same? It is exactly the same thing that we have there. And again, I mean, we tried to stockpile on these a while ago, but it seems as though they just don't fit in our stash at the moment. So maybe I'm being silly here and just don't see a way in which to do that, but let's take the coin, because that is supposedly pretty valuable. And we can't carry the flint because we don't have room, but that should be fine. I think we have plenty of that already. Might have put it in the storeroom.
My father's sword is bigger.
I am going to hope that that was meant to be taken at face value. Lots of peasants. Don't know if any of these people have notable things to tell us.
Bandits. Oh, I'm sleepy.
I mean, we are kind of stealing from everyone, so in many ways we sort of are.
Greetings, handsome traveller.
First kind words I've heard around here.
I like travellers. One showered me with flowers.
Give her a gift? Oh, we picked up a bunch of the red shawls.
Put that away.
Oh,
I'm hungry.
Apparently she did not like that, though. So instead, we'll sneak into her abode and steal from her trunk. And we won't have room to take anything, so maybe I take it back.
Thought you were a bandit.
I mean, yeah, did you not just see what we tried to do? Ooh, this looks very useful. We had room for it, that is. So, alright, let's be a little more judicious here with what we can drop. I think buns, probably not particularly valuable. Or if we have any other weak alcohols, let's just drop the buns on the assumption that this is very useful to us. Possibly this too. Or can we apply it directly to a weapon? Can we do that? No? Apparently not. We may need to be somewhere special in order to do that. In which case... yeah, there's no indication here as to how powerful given foods are. So I don't know. Is, like, cow's milk better than goat's milk? Is there any way to see that? I don't know, but I'm going to assume the whetstone is better. And we will carry on. And maybe this is an indication that we ought to head back to the inn and just dump basically all of our items there. Since it seems like if we are looting as much as we are, then we'll definitely pick up a lot of stuff along the way, and we'll have a full inventory a lot of the time. So it may just be a bit of a balancing act. Going back to where I came from? No, I don't think so.
I may join my brother-in-law making bricks in the swamp.
We go in your building. We can. Don't ask me why I would do that, because it's totally not because I want to steal your blueberries. Or your flint. Okay. Are we still heading in the right direction? I think so. Oh! Yeah, this definitely looks like the actual city, and I thought I just saw something say Reverend. Oh. Okay, here we go.
Stop. What are you?
A witcher.
We're militia. We keep the peace.
I'll be going.
We need to see you're not ill.
I'm immune.
Don't know what that means. We got to check.
What's that?
Well, you look foul, but healthy. Move along.
Godspeed.
Yeah. So we heard some maybe not so pleasant thing about
Don't get killed.
those militia. So, not sure how much we have to trust them.
Save us from the beast.
Assuming most of the people here are probably not going to be terribly notable.
I'll be a bar when I'm older.
And abduct children.
Oh, yep. And let's go to talk to the Reverend. Yep. Alright.
Begone, devil's breed!
Calm yourself, priest. I merely wish to speak with you.
There's nothing to speak of.
Indeed there is. I seek Salamandra. I heard they come here.
They'll kill us because of you.
I have ways of showing gratitude.
What ways?
You're troubled by a beast?
Not your business.
I'm a witcher. I could help.
Another witcher came recently. Berengar.
You recognize
He
that name?
promised to slay the beast, but fled when it howled.
I don't remember who that is.
Another witcher?
Nervous gaze. The face of a killer. He elicited no more trust than you do.
No trust needed. Only a job.
If you want my trust, bear the eternal fire's light to the people and dispel the darkness. You'll find 5 chapels around the village.
Okay, we did see
Fire
some of
won't
them.
scare the beast. This is more than a stray dog.
The eternal fire, blasphemer. You can be sure it will scare off beasts, for it has been said that though his soul be in darkness and his visage be a horror, do not judge him hastily, for he will carry the flame of hope into the night. And also, you shall only be safe in the glow of the eternal fire.
All right, but it will cost you 100 orens.
Very well, but the eternal fire must appear at night in all 5 chapels.
Okay, I think we can definitely do that. For men who wear the salamander-shaped pins, we definitely want those bandits too. Anything else? Remind me. Fire in the chapels? No, we're good there. Yeah, does seem like you have some affiliation there based on the robe that you're currently wearing.
I'm looking for men who wear salamander-shaped pins.
That's not wise.
Why?
Vexing them may shorten your life.
Do I look scared?
Another witcher came here before you. He too swaggered with audacity, and yet, do you see him? Not likely. He fled.
He's not me.
Do not sneer at Salamandra. The whole village fears them for a reason. You must convince us all.
What can I do?
For me, destroy the beast. As for the others, visit Odo, Mikkel, and Haran. Can you solve their problems too?
Are they elders of some sort?
Everyone knows and respects them. Odo's rich, Haran a merchant, and Mikkel a city guard. Gain their trust, and you'll win the trust of the village.
We'll see.
Wait. They need to believe I sent you. Show them this ring of the eternal fire.
Ooh, okay. I think we've run into one of those people. Odo sounds familiar. Drag and drop signets in the highlighted slots to activate the signet gameplay dialogue. Click the signet in the conversation to present the ring. Okay. Characters recognizing them will be more favorably inclined. Presenting the wrong signet might offend a character. Ooh, okay. Yeah, and my guess is that we will, in fact, run into that other Witcher. Nope. Okay. So, I am curious as to where all those people are, because I'm not sure if we've run into every one of them. Mind if I do? I mean, and it does seem like we're getting a little perspective here as to how valuable these coins are. These little, I mean, 2 and 6, this is more than we've seen in the past. But compare that to the 100 that we're supposed to get from completing this quest, and it is primarily just change, not much else. So I'm not sure that makes a ton of sense to continue to, go into these little places and loot, but I mean, this is a lot bigger of a place than I was expecting for us to run into. Does seem like we can get flint, weak alcohol, and did he just say great ideas I was stealing from him? Oh dear. Flint, light alcohol, and some foods. Basically when and wherever. Stronger stuff. Strong alcohol. Yeah. Maybe a little less straightforward to get, so I think those are the times when we want to make sure that we free up some space. In which case, probably ought to do that here. And I don't know, like, does Unknown Potion do anything for us? Put it in our satchel. That does save us an inventory spot, actually. More Unknown Potions? Is there any way to actually figure that stuff out? Alright, I'm gonna assume... Nope, not that. That the bottled water is not going to be terribly valuable to us long term.
People cared for flowers once. Now I alone cultivate tulips.
I saw bunches of flowers on the way.
saw
You're
bunches of
lying.
flowers on the way.
Oh, if you brought me but a small bouquet of wild flowers, I'd gladly give you tulips in exchange.
I'll look around.
Okay. Don't necessarily know why we really want tulips, but maybe that is significant for some reason. Oh. Those look like they might be more valuable. Okay, so yeah, I'm hesitant to dump any of the books just yet, just in case. Well, no, you know what? I think we have. We have read all of these. We should be good. Well, I'm not sure we've read this. We'll read that in a second. Those things, though, should be good. Shower you with reading material. Take that.
Ugh, I haven't the strength.
I agree. Finals week for you. Too much studying. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to my inventory, and I wanted to read this, because I don't think we've done that yet. Describe swamp monsters, the Drowner Dead, the Bloodzuger. Provides information on fighting them and on alchemical ingredients that can be obtained from the bodies of these beasts. Okay, adds a bestiary entry to the journal. Okay, so it seems like new journal entries can include ingredients, but it will explicitly say that they're ingredients that we're picking up here. Just the journal entry itself doesn't necessarily mean that we'll have a long-term benefit, but I mean, see how many craft ingredients we're now able to pick up. That does seem very helpful. So I'm just trying to gauge how important are those books, because it seemed like we had the... Whoa. Chance of critical effect, incineration. Yikes. Of course, used as a weapon cannot be combined with Witcher combat styles, but takes the dagger spot. I think I'm okay with that. The dagger didn't do it did a little more damage, I think, but it seems as though the torch could be an interesting way to change up our fighting style a little bit. But yeah, so I'm still curious as to just how useful those books are, so definitely let me know how much we should be trying to prioritize that stuff, because it seems like that is one of the main things that we can purchase at this point, but it is very expensive. So, is that worth the extra effort? Here's one of the shrines. Oh, do we need... Oh, okay.
I promised the Reverend I'd light this for the night.
Is it...
I promised the Reverend I'd light this for the night.
I'm a little confused. It's not actually taking the item? Maybe it has to be night.
I heard they exact gold and abduct
So,
children.
I'm going to... Oh, you might be able to sell something.
You a witcher?
How did you know?
Saw one like you recently and asked the Reverend. Never learned his name, but he wished to enter the city.
Did they let him into Vizima?
I know not. He approached the Reverend, perhaps for help.
Anything else?
Nothing I haven't said.
That doesn't help me much.
Meat looks odd. Like sausage? Or about the other Witcher? Yeah, I think
Tell
we
me
want to
more
learn
about
more
the
about
other
this
Witcher.
guy, right?
I know little.
We don't know him.
So try to remember what you already told me.
Okay,
He
so that's not
spoke
going
with
to be
the
very
Reverend and took his
helpful.
He seemed fearful.
Thanks.
We've heard a few people say that he's maybe not the bravest of Witchers. Okay, so you sell a bunch of meat. You have a bunch of meat. Oh, maybe we could sell you some of this stuff. Ooh. I mean, this maybe finally gives us an indication of what is generally considered more valuable than other stuff. Like, okay, chicken leg for 10, mutton leg for 15, chicken itself 25, pork for 20. These are just selling for 2? Yikes, that's not much. Mutton for 3, chicken for 5, cheese for 3, cow's milk, mutton. Yeah, so I really don't know how useful it is to sell this stuff. And or sell this stuff. Speaking of which. Left click to separate. Double click to sell, okay. Yeah, I think we sell some of the cheap stuff on the assumption that it's not doing us much good. Granted, it's not providing us much in coins either. But I'm assuming at the very least it will give us the ability to get a little more inventory space because we've been running into some issues there. So I'm not going to sell everything on the assumption that we may in fact need some of this stuff at some point. It does still have use. We'll maybe hold on to the more powerful things. Mutton leg is not as good as chicken, so we'll hold on to the chicken, but we'll sell the mutton leg. Mutton legs, plural. And I mean, in total, we had enough of this stuff that maybe it's starting to make a little bit of a difference, but that is useful to know when looting that it is not terribly important. Yeah, that's not what I want to do. I'll try to double click you. Okay, so at the very least, we're providing ourselves with a little bit more space. Ham sandwiches, how much are those worth? Fair amount, okay, so maybe we'll hold on to that. Fish, not as much. Goose fat, I think I do want to hold on to. Goat's milk, maybe not so much. And quality base for blade coatings, I think we want to hold on to that too. Okay, so I think that's helpful in that I wasn't keeping track, but we did gain a little bit points out of that. Ooh.
Delicious meat here!
People cared for flowers once. Now I alone cultivate tulips.
You the person we were just talking to? Okay, yeah. You are.
Apparently.
Knights should fight
So
monsters.
if we could find some flowers, then presumably we could give those to you, but it seems like, I mean, the primary thing is of course that we're trying to light those fires. Flowers? Are, but apparently they're not the right kind of flowers. Oh, yes, of course. Why didn't you say so? Yes, okay, now I know where I'm going. Okay, I think the other thing that I want to check is where can we find those people that the Reverend told us to check in with?
My old bows.
And is this one any different from the one we had before?
I promised the Reverend I'd light this for the night.
Received Holy Flame. Does say received Holy Flame? What? I don't know about that. We still have it.
Reverend I'd light this for the night.
Yeah, I really think it needs to be night. I think that's the hint I'm supposed to be taking.
What a day.
In which case, let me check our quest log to see where exactly those people are they wanted to direct us toward. Berengar was seen in the outskirts earlier. He agreed to kill the beast, but has disappeared. Did he fear facing the monster? So there's no way to track him at the moment. Oh, these are characters. Fine. That's fine. Okay. So. Let's see. Berengar doesn't trust me because another Witcher who was here earlier. I must tend to the beast and talk to the villagers' most prominent inhabitants, Odo, Heron, and Mikul. Maybe I can learn something from them, gain the villagers' trust. Let's track them. Where are we now? Here. It looks like we need to go there. In which case we actually need to go, oh, down that little side area before. Oh, and this is another side area we were looking at earlier. And, oh, Odo is that guy. Okay, okay. Starting to make a little more sense now. Okay, so let's go back to this one in that case, because we're generally in this direction. We're a little bit closer to this one, I think. And by the time we do some of this stuff, it might be that it starts to get late. We can actually light the fires. I don't know. Don't mind me. Pretty sure we tried to raid these people before. We had a somewhat full inventory, so we came back to finish the job. Take that. So yeah, we'll go visit these 3 people. I'm not sure. It seems like that is maybe not the absolute most directly related main quest thing for us to do, but it seems like it is very close to that. So it seems pretty important that we get this done. Can we cross the bridge? We might be able to, but I doubt we'd be able to get into the city given the whole quarantine stuff. Fishing village. Oh, hello, poor boy.
What's that?
I don't know what you're referring to. Lots of stuff over here. Oh, okay.
Non-humans be gone!
Oh, that's a...
Send them to the reservation!
Okay. That doesn't sound too pleasant. Glad the town leadership is, supportive of all of its citizens. Or not. So don't mind me as I continue to loot everything. Steal your small stashes of coins and the likes. And I'll talk to you.
Non-human scum?
What's your business with this dwarf?
We're shaving off his beard. What's it to you?
We can be a little confrontational or basically just let them do it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think people will be very happy with us if we're...
You'd be better off moving along.
Making things difficult for them, but...
Sheathe your weapon.
Let's see.
And stop waving those arms around if you want to keep them.
Ooh, a live one! Get him, lads!
Yo.
Kill the deviant!
This
You asked for it.
is not going to be great. So, what happens if we kill the people that we were supposed to talk to? Also, you could maybe not take a bazillion hits? Or hide behind a tree? That would be helpful. Man, you guys are tanky. I'd like to finish you off. Okay, you're... Would have thought you'd be done. Alright, Zoltan, one of said guys? No, he's the dwarf that we are basically helping.
Thanks for getting those hounds off my back. Wait, Geralt, is it you? Well, I'll be damned.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Are you hurt?
True to a witcher. Died, came back to life. Nobody's seen him for 5 years, and he wants to know if something's wrong.
Who are you?
Yeah, drunk. I'm your pal, Zoltan Chivy. Where have you been? Why haven't I heard from you? What about...
Not sure I can explain much.
Ah, you don't need to tell Zoltan Chivy anything. Let's just say I'm glad to see you. Though it would be nice to resolve some matters.
You misunderstood. I lost my memory. I only remember the last few weeks.
Know what, Geralt? Let's have a beer and talk like we used to. Clear your mind and maybe some things will come back to you.
Yeah, I think we have some other things we need to do, but...
You look like something's bothering you.
Yes,
let's see if we can get to
friend
figure out
was
what
to
the other
meet me
things
in this
happening here
village
are.
some time ago, but he never appeared.
Think he might be in trouble?
I hope not. But I wouldn't be surprised if he were. He joined the Squirrels recently and
Squirrels?
agreed to trade with the Hawkers.
Squirrels and hawkers?
The squirrels, or scoia'tael as they call
Ah,
themselves,
okay.
are
Heard that.
non-humans who hope to gain equality by shooting folk from behind trees. And hawkers are merchants who sell arms to the scoia'tael, illegally.
I see.
Geralt, I'm not exactly welcome here. We non-humans get blamed for everything from the plague through the beast to the warts on the Reverend's arse. I'd look for my friend myself otherwise.
As a Witcher, are we
Keep my eyes
considered
peeled.
non-human?
Let you know if I learn anything.
Thank you, my friend.
Seems like we might be. Okay, we do... But he's not one of the people we were technically supposed to talk to, I don't think.
I
think
need to
we keep
go,
moving.
Zoltan. We'll talk later.
Okay. Glad that we rescued someone who apparently was someone that we needed to talk to. Quest item? What? Oh. Okay. We'll carry that. Also sounds like it's probably not as good as the stuff that we have. So we have a Witcher steel sword, not a rusted sword. Nah, we're above that. Ooh, plum or cordial. I thought it said cocktail. But it's still strong alcohol. Should be useful. Okay, I thought though... Ah, that's the person we're actually looking to talk to. Okay, anything else? That is the gist of it. Outside of you, obviously.
Greetings to the honorable gentleman.
You are?
Harren Brog, merchant and middleman at your service. What brings you here, Witcher?
What do you have to offer?
The Reverend sent you, I presume?
So if we could show our signet, that might be helpful here.
Why don't I believe you?
Okay.
Take that back.
Oh. Okay.
The Reverend sent you, I presume?
Huh? What?
Of course.
Why don't I believe you?
So does he just not like that? Do we actually need to bribe him? We may actually need to bribe him. I'm not sure if I messed anything up there. Characters respond differently to bribes, and some might take offense if your bribe is too modest. Whoa! 60? Hold on there, buddy.
Welcome here. Begone.
You're supposed... I thought you were supposed to...
Strangers aren't welcome here.
Oh.
Begone.
Uh-oh.
Strangers aren't welcome here.
Did we super mess this up and now we can't have any way to get his approval? Yikes. Alright, now I'm concerned. Maybe if we just leave temporarily, come back, he'll be able to change his mind, we can actually bribe him, or try to give him another round of, or another show of that trinket, or signet, in hopes of him...
It's a boy. Go see Brog.
Yeah, in hopes of him actually accepting that we are okay people. He may just, in truth, not like the Reverend. That was my guess, was that because he's a merchant, it may be that the money is more meaningful to him. And we revisit this. Okay, good.
The Reverend sent you, I presume?
Of course.
Why don't I believe you?
So I want to do this, and see if we missed something before. I really don't see anything.
Take that back.
He just seems to not like it. So I think we do, in fact, need to bribe him.
The Reverend sent you, I presume?
Of course.
Or we could have said no.
Why
Maybe
don't
that would have
I
helped.
Believe you.
He doesn't like the Reverend, but it seems like there are very few ways around this. So I have no idea how much we're supposed to offer him, but I guess we'll go with the default 50.
Strangers aren't welcome here.
What?
Begone. Strangers aren't welcome
What the heck?
here. Begone.
What's up with this guy? Just gave him 50 coins and he didn't do anything. Tell me I need to give him more than that?
Share your wine?
I don't believe you. Can I jump onto that? No? Can I go in here and have him change his mind again? Possibly. As I try to find 50 coins to make up for that loss that we just had. There's the cellar. What are you hiding down here? Lots of alcohol. And tiny bit of coins. Alright. Only 48 left.
Get lost.
Who does he think he is?
Don't think these people are gonna have much to say to us, so... Yeah, I am a little confused as to what this guy wants us to do. So I guess that just means that our bribe wasn't big enough?
The Reverend sent you, I presume?
No.
No.
Strangers aren't welcome here. Begone.
Okay.
Strangers aren't welcome here.
So that's also a no. So you do need to say the Reverend sent you, and then I think you just need to give him a really hefty bribe. But he's not going to let us do that until we at least poke our heads out temporarily and come back. Seems a little odd to me, but okay. We're going to be paying this guy a small fortune by the time we're done. Do not have room for that. I think we can probably drop some of that weak alcohol that we just looted earlier. Good room for the flint, or both those things. Ooh, high quality base. I would like to find the room for that. So I will again drop the weak alcohol.
Oh, I'm itching to slap somebody.
And there's another dagger. Again, deals more damage than the torch that we picked up earlier, but the torch has the extra effects to incinerate, which, at the very least, seems more interesting. Whether or not it's more effective, maybe that remains to be seen. But okay, last shot. I'm gonna try giving him a very hefty bribe here. I don't like it, because at this rate, we're gonna be giving him seemingly like all of our coins.
The Reverend sent you, I presume?
Yes.
Of course.
Well, why don't I believe you?
Because I need to pay you all of my money, apparently. $100, but this slider... Okay, there we go. That helps.
Let's say I believe you for
Okay.
now.
Okay. Reverend sent me, thinks you need a Witcher, or... Strange dice. Like, this is the primary
The
thing we're worried
Reverend
about.
sent me. He thinks you need a witcher.
I do. The dead emerge from the river at night. A ghastly cold blows from the water, making my flesh crawl. Help me. I'll spare no expense.
I'll give you back the 100 coins that you just gave me. What? And throw in 100 orns for my expenses? Is that in addition to the 100 orns that we just paid him? Like, we're paying him to solve his problem? What?
I'll help in exchange for information about Salamandra, and throw in 100 orns for my expenses.
I heard you were looking for Salamandra, but if so, you're looking for trouble. It's no matter to me. You have a deal. These damned undead are my concern. They scare customers off and destroy my crates. And this is a valuable shipment for a special client.
Okay. Where do I find these people?
Where would I find these drowners?
Where? At the river's edge. They creep out of the water after dusk.
I see.
Witcher!
Okay. I don't know if you're the right person to ask about the strange dice, but sure.
Listen, I found these strange dice. Looks like dwarven handiwork.
Not here. You want to get both of us in trouble?
You're no saint. Afraid of a box? You have so much contraband in stock.
Survival instinct. I'd rather lay low. The Reverend detests this game.
So you know what it is?
I didn't say that. They're obviously not of human make and stink of devilry. Best ask among the dwarves. They must know something.
Thanks for that, at least.
Kinda odd that we're staring at his chest when we have that conversation, but sure. Okay, yeah, so it seems like a lot of the things that we have now need to happen at night. A lot of the quests. Lighting those fires. Can we hop down here? Apparently not. Not bad. Lighting the fires, taking out the drowned. Let's see if we can still find those other people that we're looking for. That we need to make friends with. Who I believe are all far on the other side of town. Take a look in just a moment.
Extraordinary.
Alright, let's check. So, we just spoke to Heron Brog, I think? Go back to Otto next, I think. There. Have to find Miku. Looks like, although it's probably more efficient to go through town and get him this way, my guess is we won't be able to do that. Probably have to go back through here. By the time we've done all that, it might be night. I don't know. Have to see. In which case, as we were saying, that would mean we'd have a lot of other stuff that we can do. Have a clock anywhere? I mean, obviously when we go to a fireplace, we can see. That might be the only time, or at least it's the only time that I'm aware of, that we can check how much longer there is left in daylight. It does look like it's getting a little bit darker, but yeah, I doubt this is going to work now.
I promised the Reverend I'd light this for the night.
Yeah. Still not doing anything, so we will make our way back.
I can sort with witches.
And no sign of any keys for the crypt. And that is potentially something that we might hear more about, but haven't yet from anyone else. Guessing we've probably already talked to this traveler?
I've no work for you.
That we have, apparently. Just gonna loot this barrel real quick. Your valuables. Maybe even go in here if it isn't locked. Here if it isn't locked. Oh, I think we have seen this. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Okay. But now we can take that too. Okay. Not a huge deal. Not much to pick up there. Let me just make sure, now that we've strayed a little bit from road. So, Odo. Oh, we're down here. Oh, there might be more down here, actually. Let's take a quick look. So we don't know. Your region. Path to cave. Oh, that's a place of magic. I still don't fully understand. Place of power. Oh no! Nothing, apparently. Yeah, so, this is another thing that I'm assuming we will learn how to use in the future, so let me know, should we be finding ways to put these to use, or is this just something to bear in mind, but we'll come back to it on a future occasion? This doesn't look good, though. Oh! Are rich, though. Iron dagger? Okay, yeah, that is the same kind we had before. Tulips as well, for the types of flowers we were trying to pick up earlier. Or at least trying to find earlier. Oh, if we read Swamp Monsters, did we do that? And we can probably drop that afterward. Is that the one that we read recently that gave us the bazillion crafting things? I think so, because that looks familiar. Okay, so I think we can drop that. I mean, well, see how valuable it is? We look at this. I would think that books are, at least based on how much they cost to purchase them, I'd assume they're probably pretty valuable to sell. So maybe we are still better off dropping things of a different sort. Like the chicken I think we found was one of the lesser or chicken legs specifically, one of the less valuable things. Whereas the tulips, at least based on how seemingly there are some people who are trying to get those might be meaningful. That sounds significant. Circle of the Windy Wanderer? What is this? Oh. I don't know what just happened, but something. Oh. Also, definitely looks intriguing, but I'm thinking we probably ought not to go in here just yet. Let's run away. Yeah, because we haven't heard anything about this stuff yet. I'm assuming there will be someone somewhere that will say, hey, we have such and such monster that we want you to take out. We're not sure where it is. It might be in a cave somewhere. And that might even be the source of all the dogs, but it seems like we might be jumping the gun a little bit there, because I would suspect that we'd hear from other people about it before we just launch straight into it. I mean, it might be, since The Witcher is a bit of an open world game, as you're seeing here, where we can walk wherever we want to walk, whenever we want to walk, at least to a certain extent, that it might be able, or we might be able to go wherever we want to go, do whatever we want to do to a certain extent, and the order doesn't matter that much. But I don't know to what extent that starts to mess with story, quests, and all that stuff. Do you have anything?
Damn squirrel.
No.
Crap. I'm wasting time.
Okay, so I think Odo's over here, and I can see the sun is starting to set, so I think not long now before we start to see some of the monsters come out. Guess we are headed toward, based on the quest marker. Like here, for example, we saw him earlier, but at least would have been more efficient if we had waited to pay him a visit until after we knew we were supposed to pay him a visit. Alright, now please tell me I don't need to bribe you two.
Forgot the most important. Seen the Reverend?
Of course.
He told us to question strangers.
Okay. Thinking this would work with you, given all that. I mean, we're also looking through a cabinet right now. Makes it a little tough.
Enough.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Forgot the most important.
It seems like none of these people are reacting to the signet. Okay, hold on. It might be that we need to actually wear the ring. Are we technically not wearing the ring right now?
Question strangers.
Let's do this. Maybe this works. Oh, participate in drinking contests? Characters often have drink preferences and may refuse anything but their favorite beverages. Outdrink your opponent, but take care not to pass out. Wow. Okay, I did not anticipate that, but I want to take a quick look at, I would think it'd be a quest item. The ring that we picked up. Signet. Wondering if we not have it equipped right now, and for that reason nobody's reacting the way we would expect them to react to it? Or is it just that it just so happens that the first time in which the game is telling us to try out this mechanic, it's actually one of those situations in which, no, these people actually don't want you to show it to them, so you have to take these alternative methods. Alright, so I'd rather not use our strong alcohols. So I'd love if you didn't have this preference for only strong alcohol, but we also did offload much of our weaker alcohol. So, that work?
Forgot the most important. Seen the Reverend?
I'm very confused again.
He told us to question strangers.
Did that do anything? Did we use that? I don't think I see it anymore, so I'm a little confused. Oh no, here it is. You do this. What? What the heck? I don't get it!
Forgot the most important. Seen the Reverend?
Why do you do this?
Of course.
He told us to question strangers.
That definitely doesn't work. Is that not the right type of alcohol, maybe? Bottled water instead. Take that. Give him a potion. Mix things up on him a little bit. It's a strong one. Okay, there we go. Does need the strong ones, apparently. That at least answers some of our questions. But man, these people do not have cheap taste. Okay, and we are now intoxicated, I believe. Probably what that indicator is. This says, not only strong alcohol, but high quality potion base, so I think that's the one that we'd like to protect the most. Save that for last. And are we about to pass out?
Hell with it. At least I'll have coin for liquor.
The Reverend sent me to help you.
He's always thinking of me. I have this gardening problem.
I'm no gardener.
Let me finish. Some time ago, strange plants erupted in my garden. These plants, they're alive.
What?
Useful they were at first, devouring moles and insects.
What's the problem then?
Now they're as big as a man with giant branches. Luckily, they're buried underground in daytime, but I'm afraid to go near.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
Make back the bribe we had to pay. Oh, excuse me.
Let's drink to that.
Oh dear. Now we're probably gonna pass out. Maybe?
120 and not an oren less.
2 weeds for 70 orange.
I said 120.
I need to live. I need to drink.
120.
My final offer is 80. Cheers.
Oh no.
Ugh, strong stuff. How about 100?
Deal. One last shot.
No! We're about to fight stuff outside, and we're gonna be drunk doing it. Oh, fantastic. Something's fighting us right now, but I can't see it. So this is lovely. I would love not being drunk at the moment, because this is hurting a lot. Okay, at least we can attack it now. This is hurting. And you are tanky. Do not want to die. I think there's one more. God, we are really hurting right now. Okay, hold on. We have to pause to use our potions and stuff. Have much in the way of potions at all? I'm not sure that we do. We'd also sell a lot of our food. Let's use the mutton leg. I think. Which does not appear to have done us much good. Right, hold on. Before we fight this guy, let's throw on another one. Let's put the cheese on, just in case. Okay, which I'm not sure actually helped us. Vitality drops as damage is incurred. If the red bar reaches 0, Geralt dies. Gray skin and loud heartbeat warn you of dangerously low vitality. Recover by meditating or drinking potions like the Swallow. We do have some of those. Maybe that's what we ought to have been using instead. Let's see, I think we have a lot of the Swallow, if I remember correctly. Significantly increases vitality regeneration. Okay, so let's use that. Okay, there we go. Have that working for us. Theoretically, although this is not looking great at the moment. love if you would... Oh, uh-oh. Maybe I should focus on the combos and not be eyeing our life meter all that closely. This guy owes us so much right now. Okay, oh, okay. That was close. You have some explaining to do, mister. We are about to die, and we are still very drunk, having that competition with you. You are asleep, and will not pay up right now. I'm not going to be happy with you.
Speak your mind.
I've slain the monsters in the garden. Pay up.
You want your 80 orens?
I believe we agreed on 100.
Yeah, we agreed on 100.
We drank some ale, but my memory rarely deceives me.
Now listen here.
All right, here's your coin. I told you not to slay monsters while drunk at night, but you insisted. You frighten me.
I risk my neck for you, and you try to cheat me. Don't forget to tell the Reverend I helped you.
Okay. Succeeded in earning Odo's trust. Did we hear that for the other guy? And we did gain a level as well. I mean, okay. Thankfully, we are back to full HP at the moment, but, we do still need to talk to Miku. He's the last one that we've yet to meet. But, I think, given how we need to maybe sleep this one off, this might be a good time for us to wrap things up for this video. So, I hope you enjoyed it. We had some interesting encounters there, bribing people and fighting off strange living plants while we were very drunk, but managed to pull it off if we don't pass out imminently. But anyways, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.